My dad's garage was my personal nightmare. It was cluttered with multiples of everything: 4 flashlights, boxes of extra batteries, rows of canned food, and tools he hadn't used in years. As a young adult who valued minimalism, I saw it as a chaotic mess. "Dad, do we really need all this junk?" I'd ask, trying to clear a path. "It's so much clutter." He would always give the same frustrating reply. "It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it." Last month, a massive storm hit our region, and the power went out for the entire city. My neighborhood was plunged into a sudden, deep darkness. My phone was on 5%, and I felt a wave of panic. I heard my new next-door neighbors, a young family, in a frantic state next door. The father was yelling, "I can't find the flashlight! I thought we had batteries!" Their kids were crying, scared of the dark. Just then, my own dad calmly walked into his garage. With no fuss, he opened a clearly labeled box, pulled out 2 powerful flashlights and a pack of fresh batteries. He handed one to me. Then he walked next door and gave the other one to our panicked neighbor. Later that night, as we sat by candlelight, I asked my mom why my dad was so obsessed with being prepared. She looked at me and said, "When your dad was a little boy, there was a terrible ice storm that knocked out the power for a week. His own father had just been laid off. They had no money, no extra food, no candles, nothing. He told me he remembers being cold, hungry, and terrified in the dark. But the worst part, he said, was seeing the look of helplessness on his own father's face." She looked towards my dad. "Your father swore that day that he would never let his own family feel that kind of fear." I looked at the cluttered shelves in the garage, now illuminated by the steady beam of his flashlight. I didn't see a mess anymore. I saw a fortress built brick by brick to protect us from a storm he had survived as a child. The clutter wasn't just junk, it was a promise that he would always be able to keep the lights on.